Hey everybody, this is Snook. Today I want to talk about a contest that runs until November 25th to December 25th. And the contest is brought to us on Steem by none other than Wes Philbin. He wants us to write a post or make some kind of a post going over what's one of your most thoughtful moments throughout over the holidays. And he's going to be giving out prizes in the form of Steem. First place will get 5 Steem, second place will get 4 Steem, and third place will get 3 Steem. And there's not a lot of people that are actually partaking of it yet, so I think it's a really good contest to get in on, and it's a really good contest to think back about what the holidays used to mean to you and what they mean now. For me, growing up, the holidays were always filled with family, lots of family. We would go out on Christmas Eve and see my mother's side of the family, exchange gifts, and have dinner at my great aunt's house, look for Santa Claus flying in his sleigh when we were on our way home, and then try to go to bed. We lived near a church that had church bells. We could not get up on Christmas morning until the church bells rang, which was at 7 a.m. Me and my brother would lay there and wait and listen for the church bells to ring. So then we knew we could go wake up our parents and open our presents. Now, I will admit sometimes we did look before we opened up. So the morning was having breakfast, opening presents, and just family, just the 4 of us. It was me and my brother, my mom and dad. From there, our family always had Christmas at our house. That meant that there was between 20 to 30 people by the end. That meant the house was cleaned, the tables were set up and all set with silverware. That meant my mom was cooking days before Christmas. Christmas was more cooking. You were doing something up until the guest walked in the front door. And then once the guest walked in the front door, even though it was family, that meant it was time to party. That's just how it's always been. Once the first guest walks in the door, there's nothing more you can do. It'll all turn out the way it's going to turn out. As long as there's people there, it's going to be a fun time. So stop worrying about what's going to happen to the food or anything else. That was what I grew up with. And then when I got older, we still had family Christmases. From there, when I had my son, we would have Christmas at my apartment, and his dad would come over in the morning and get there ridiculously early, and I'd wake up just ridiculously early. And we'd wait for my son to get up to open presents. And more times than not, my son actually slept late that morning because he couldn't get to sleep or whatever. So it was actually hilarious, because for years after that, I was up again ridiculously early, and so was his dad. And then both me and his dad got married to other people. And then we would, on Christmas Day, we would switch houses. One year, him and his wife would come over to my house, mine and my husband's house, and we'd have bagels and cream cheese and coffee, and we'd sit and talk until my son woke up. And we had a lot of fun. And then the next year, we'd go over to their house and have bagels and cream cheese and sit and talk until Alex woke up. So it was a lot of fun, honestly. It was a lot of really good memories and a way to spend Christmas morning that I'm sure for some people I wouldn't have done it, but we did, and it was a lot of fun, and we didn't we didn't have to miss Christmas with our only child. And then, your kids get older, and then they move away. And then your parents move away. It was weird because my husband's family is small also. So we would go over there on Christmas Eve once we had gotten married. But it was a very small affair. We were only there for a couple hours. And then his mom died a while ago now. We started having Christmas at his sister's house, Christmas Eve at his sister's house. And then my son left, and it just really, I really lost the Christmas feeling. There was no kids around to put a tree up for just myself and my husband. Didn't really do anything for me. To me, this is before I even got sick. It was just a mess. And why? I just, that holiday fun family get together just got lost. And Thanksgiving's pretty much the same way. I mean, we still do stuff, but it's on such a small scale that from what I was used to, it's just not the same. To me, Christmas is about Jesus' birthday. It's about going to church. It's a religious holiday. And I still feel all that. But yet, the everyday, quote-unquote, Christmas spirit of looking forward to something just isn't there for me anymore. And I don't really think it's a bad thing. It's a little weird when I feel weird more when people, oh, how was your Christmas? How was your Christmas? And it's like, it's just really another day. Didn't have to go out and wait in line for Walmart to open and try to get a toy that my kid wanted. And I'm not a shopper, so yeah, it's just another day. Even New Year's Eve. When I was growing up, New Year's Eve was always a family holiday. It was actually the one holiday where my parents didn't invite people over, and we sat around and had beef fondue and a salad and a baked potato and then played board games afterwards. So when I got married, and we have a huge dining room table, it sounds fancier than what it is. Especially where I live, you really don't want to go out driving on the roads on New Year's Eve. It's very dangerous. All the people that are out there drunk driving. So we always had people over, and we would make the beef fondue and a nice salad, and people would bring side dishes. We always had, and it was for anybody who didn't have anywhere to go. That's the nice thing about beef fondue. You just buy a whole bunch and cut it up into bite-sized pieces, and everybody can make their own. So it really doesn't matter if you have 6 or 8 people. And salad, you always have too much salad anyway. And we stopped doing that too after I got sick. So even New Year's Eve is just really another day. It sounds sad, but yet when you're living through it, really, I have all these wonderful memories, and I'm not ancient by any means, but I have really good memories of Christmas past and New Year's past and Thanksgiving's past. And it's okay that those days are just another day for me. Yeah, I guess that's my thoughtful post on what I think about the holidays now. It was interesting. Thank you, Les. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.